say Ezras, you say the whole, the psukim before, and you say Megullah Tefillah, you daven right away, so you ben olam haba, greatest things possible. Then there's also an inyan of nates, to pray at nates, like the minyan over here does, right away when the day starts. Finish Gal Yisrael, and start Shemoneh Esrei. So the Rabbeinu Yoina Mesechtes Bracha says, why is it this great? You say Megullah Tefillah, and you ben olam haba, and you're not nizik b'chol yoyim, and why is it so great? So he has two pshatim. And we're going to speak about one pshat. He says as follows. A person says over Gulas Mitzrayim. They were in Mitzrayim. They were avadim. You couldn't have an eved that leaves Mitzrayim. It was impossible. 200 years. And the Eibishter went and he made nisim and flies. He controlled the whole world in order to bring them out of Mitzrayim. And a Jewish person gets up there in the morning and he says, and he reviews it in his mind. I was in Mitzrayim. Well, let's put it down to every day. It's the same thing. You meet an old timer and he says, you know what? I was in Auschwitz. And in Auschwitz they were sending me to the chambers. And in the chambers where where they would this and that, whatever. And you know what happened one morning? I don't know, something happened, and the ones in charge just let us loose, and they rescheduled it or whatever. And by the time they rescheduled, the war was over. A fellow that reviews that in his mind, when he comes to Taiv Hashem L'Koyel, when he says thanks, Hallel V'Adat Hashem Yisbarach, he goes out of his kalim. He says, I was there at the chamber of death, and Hashem did a nes and redeemed me. Says the Rabbeinu Yoina. And that happens to a person day on and day out. You don't have to go to Auschwitz. You cross the street. You have nisim and flies too. Also, I remember many years ago, not many years ago, it happens all the time. But one time it happened to me right over here. Erev Shabbat, I was passing the street, and all of a sudden a car hit me from the side. I went flying up in the air. And Baruch Hashem, I'm here. Okay? Nisim and flies. What does a person feel? If a person feels Hashem did it, a person feels obligated. He feels obligated to give Shvach Vaydah. And if he gives Shvach Vaydah, he feels an avdus. He feels loyal. And that's what we say in the Shem Yichud in before Tefillin. What do we say in the Shem Yichud? We're going to say the Nisim and Niflois, everything. Sha'asimanu, to do what? You know, to do what? There's a little thing over here, a heart. There's a little brain up here, a mind. Oh, Hashem gave them too much bechira. Not too much. Hashem gave them bechira. Go control that. Go control the heart. Go control the mind. Hashem says, I am going to put you into Mitzrayim first. First of the Seres HaDibros. Wait. Well, what goes first? You went in Mitzrayim? I'll tell you what goes first. Hashem goes first. Hashem wanted people should feel that they're here because they're meshubah to Hashem. How do you get that shibud out? Hashem put it in Mitzrayim. He put you in Mitzrayim. And then when you left Mitzrayim, you feel what kind of accomplishment Hashem did for you. He saved you. So then you're loyal to Him. He gave you bread and butter. He gave you parnasah. You have a job. You have children. You have grandchildren. I know somebody somebody was in touch with me a while. They were running to doctors back and forth and back and forth. How to have children. And then one fellow over there, he's not even a doctor. He was mechavan. What's the story behind it? And Baruch Hashem, they're having children. Nes. So the person told me, in Yitz Hashem, when the baby is born, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the baby and I'm going to go run over to this person and say, thank you. Say, slow down. When the baby is born, run to Hashem and say thank you. And then you'll say, you were a tzaddik, you were a shliach. So Hashem put us in Mitzrayim in difficult situations. Difficult situations are not a penalty. It looks like a penalty. Difficult situations is a way how to bring out our appreciation and how to believe Hashem Echad. And that's how we're supposed to live. And then we have to give today, Bishta. What do we give? Not we give. He doesn't need us. You give because you want to control yourself and be even as Hashem. That's how Noich Hashem Lechacha Asher Tzicha Mitzrayim. So if somebody asks you, what was the world created for? The world was created to sit in Galut? 4,000 years, 3,000 years we're in Galut. No, the Galut is to bring out, to sit that we should appreciate Kol Yom V'Yom, our feeling to Hashem, and then we're really Ovdei Hashem. Hashem should give us the Siyata D'Shmaya to feel it. When we lay Krishma, we should feel it. When we say brachas, we should feel it. And we should live Hashem. We live Hashem. We appreciate, and nothing bothers us. Not even Rabbi Shanblum's speech. Have a good time.